Hi everyone, it's Dees. I'm here today to give you a video on just a sort of get ready with me just as far as makeup goes. I'm not doing much today other than having fun with my granddaughters, and my mother's coming over to my daughter's house as well. So that she can get her, she calls it her fix of her great-grandchildren. She misses them if she hasn't seen them for a couple of weeks, so that's quite sweet actually. So I'm just going for a casual look, and I've just got this casual, what do you call it, wind cheater and some track pants. But because I am going to my daughter's house and Mum's coming as well, I thought I would just take a little bit of time and put some makeup on. Just some light makeup, nothing too heavy and drastic. Yeah, we might take them to the park. I think that would be nice maybe. Or maybe just to let them run free in the backyard for a little bit. They love playing outside. They're only 3.5, about 2.5 and 1. So it's early in the morning, 7 o'clock. And you may hear traffic and such because the contractors start early, and that's when everyone leaves work or arrives for work around here, and this area is being built up. So yeah, that's why I have to do it so early, but hopefully it won't be too loud. Now I've already moisturised my face with some, where is it gone? Oh, here it is. I'm nearly out of it actually. I don't always do this because, as I've mentioned in the past, as soon as I put moisturiser on my face, I'll break out. In fact, I have a little bit down here, and I've got my mirror here. I think there's less shadows when I have the light on, so I might do that. But I use the Palmer's coconut oil, and that's quite a light moisturiser. So I've done that so that it can settle down. Now I'll just put on some Revlon FX, Youth FX. Now I know I'm not young, but this is normally $30 and it was only $5, so I bought 3 of them and it works for me. As I said, it's just a light makeup day. I don't think I ever really have a heavy makeup day, to be honest, unless I'm going to a wedding or something, which is rare. So this is in Beige Natural, just for you, those of you who want to know. Now I use my fingers, so I find sponges and the silicone things, applicators, they just smear the makeup. So normally I go makeup free if I'm not going out anywhere. And that's probably why I'm breaking out a little bit on my chin, because I've been going out every day for the last 2 or 3 days. Yesterday I went grocery shopping. Just a little bit on my nose. Thank you to everyone for their birthday wishes too. That was lovely. I'm finding, especially around this area, now that I'm getting older, I'm 55, I'm getting a few more creases, and I'm finding it hard to know what to do with my makeup as far as foundation goes, so I try and keep it as light as I can, and I always bring my foundation down to my neck because I have a bit of sun damage around my neck. It always looks red. Now, I didn't bring any tissues with me, which was silly. As I said, I always forget something. So normally I'll just wash my hands at this point and take all that foundation off my fingers and hand. So how's everyone been coping with the big V? I'm almost too scared to say it out loud. I hear that it's getting worse in America again. I just hope they get a vaccination soon, but not too quickly because you want it tested. You don't want the vaccine being a problem, do you? It's always a bit of a worry too. Now sometimes this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, and you can use that for circles under the eye, but I sort of use it on any spots or veins that are showing, which is another thing that's happening as I'm getting older. But you just got to work with what you've got, don't you? It just happens. So this sort of twists around, and I love this, but they don't put much product in there, which is actually quite annoying. I find that with a lot with makeup. So I normally just pop some, or apply some, a bit on my chin. As I said, sometimes I do this before the foundation, sometimes after, because sometimes the foundation will cover everything. Just put a little bit there. And so if I have a spot, I'll just dab that. And I missed some foundation there, so I've just had a coffee this morning. I haven't had any breakfast yet, so forgive my tummy if you hear it rumbling. Now, if I would have eaten breakfast beforehand, my tummy would rumble even more after. Okay, so that should be enough of that, and I won't clip that down because it's going to make too much noise. So now what I do is use the L'Oreal True Match Perfecting Powder, and sometimes I'll wear this alone without foundation if I just want to even my skin tone out a little bit. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a sip of coconut water. sort of 2/3 of the way through this. I'll have to get another one. I haven't been buying a lot of makeup. Unless I'm out of something that I use a lot. I'm almost out of the W7 eyebrow. It's not a pencil, it's like a paddle eyebrow colour, so I'm going to have to go and get that. But most of my spending money is used for crafting these days. And to be honest, I have so many makeup palettes, especially eyeshadows, that they are going to last me probably till the end of my life, if I'm honest. I don't know how long you should keep the powdered eyeshadow for, but so I just place some of that on to set the makeup. And I don't really do anything during the day other than if I'm out, I might apply more lipstick. Okay, so I'll do the eyebrows next. And as I said, this is the W7 brow something. I can't read it. But this is in a brown, and it has this sponge paddle applicator, which this is almost dry, and it's lasted for a good 3 months, I would say. In fact, this sort of product I always like a month after using it because it's not so harsh, but it just defines my eyebrows. Because I'm getting older, I have a few white hairs on the brows, and this sort of just lifts them up a little bit. And I forgot to bring my little brow brush, but I have this one, so I'll just use that. It sort of just helps to set the brows in place, because now and then I have a few rogue brows. They just want to do their own thing. Okay, next I have my Naked Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I also, which way is it? There we go. I also have, I don't even know what this one's called, but they're very pigmented and sparkly, so I was thinking of using a teal type colour just on the corners. So I might try that. Be a little bit daring. Because most of the time when I come on here and do a makeup application video, most of the time I'll just use browns. So I'm still using brown. Now, that's the palette. Most of you should know this one by now. And all my favourite lighter colours are almost gone. So I always use the little frosted pearl. The corners of my eye, and then I'll bring that just under my brow, and then I use the matte on my lid, and that tends to neutralise any veins that are showing a little bit, not completely, but now let's put I'll just show you this one here. It looks lighter on camera, but it's quite brown and quite frosty too. So I'm going to apply that just on the lower lid. Actually, I'm going to bring that all the way up to the crease. And then I'm going to use the one above it. And I'm sorry, they do have the names there, but because I don't have the glasses on, I can't read it. And I'm going to apply that just on the outside. Maybe bring it about 1/3 of the way in on the lid. And then I'm going to get the full end of the brush and use this one here. Just take that past the crease a little bit before I add a bit of colour. So I'll leave that open just in case I need it again. And I might use this one here, which is very pigmented and dark, but I'll just use a little bit to start with because I don't want to. The thing with greens is you've got to be careful because you can end up looking like you've got a black eye. And I'm definitely no makeup guru. I can hear the birds outside waking up. I'm just dabbing that. That looks nice actually. I don't know if you'd be able to see that. I don't want to bring the camera in any closer because I don't want to shock you. And I'm just using the point. Hang on, I'll show you. There's 2 ends to the brush and I love these because you can be more precise. And then this one is more for blending and applying a bigger area going to take that just on the outer corner of the lower lash line, sort of bring it out a little bit. There we go. That's all I'm doing. As I put more on, I just looked down and noticed there was a spot that I missed. Okay, so that one can go there, and now I'm going to use a blending brush and just mostly around the corners, just blend that all together. And of course now I have some fallout, so where's my fan brush? I have this. And they're all squashed in here, so it's hard to get what I want. I just use... No, that one's no good. I'll just use this one. This one's pretty clean. I don't use that brush much. I'm just gonna get some more of this brown here and bring that up a little bit more towards the brow, and that's it, I think. Better leave it at that before I mess it up. Sometimes less is best. Okay, so at that stage I'll get the lash curls, or the lash curler I should say. I've got to be careful because my eyes water that easily. So I don't want to look like I've been crying just after I've applied makeup, which can happen sometimes. This cute bag. Okay, now I'm going to apply some mascara, and this is just Lacura volumizing mascara from Aldi. Nothing special. I've got to be careful looking down after applying this mascara because it does like to stick to the skin, which is annoying. And I don't think I'm going to apply any on the lower lashes today. Just because as the day progresses, I end up looking like I have panda eyes. So that's enough for me. And at this stage, I'll apply a little bit of eyeliner, just a pencil eyeliner. And the brand is not on here. Looks a bit of a mess, doesn't it? Oh, see, I've already got some mascara there. I don't use a lot of eyeliner, mostly just on the outer corners, and I'll bring that in a little bit, maybe a quarter of the way, because the mascara tends to line my eyes enough for me, especially just for casual day look. Just slightly bringing that down on the bottom lash line, but not a lot. Only because I've got the green at the bottom. So that's good enough for me. Okay, what's next? Let's do the cheeks with the Revolution Makeup blush palette. And when I bought this, my favourite colour had crumbled in the post. That's just the highlighter. There's still some in there, but yeah, that was a bit annoying. So where is my... Now because some of these are so yellow toned, sort of browns, I use this as a contour as well. So the darker ones, I'm using this one here. I tend to use as a contour more. And you don't need a lot. Now I'm going to use a combination of those two and then that one there for a blush. So I just dab it in all three colours. And I also give myself a little bit of colour here because it's winter and I haven't been getting a lot of sun, so it just gives me a bit of a more flushed look, which happens naturally as the day goes on with me anyway. But okay, that's that one. And now I want to use, or try, I haven't tried this yet, my sister gifted me this Pro Highlight set, so I'm going to try it for the first time today. And it came with some brushes, but they look a bit squished, so I'm just going to, for today, use my brush. And I'll use this one. I'll take the plastic off if I can. I should have done this beforehand. I'm not going to use the creams, I'm going to use the powders. I'm guessing I won't need a real lot. So there they are. Now, I think I'm going to try this one here, and that is called Elated. I can read these ones, they're a little bit bigger. There's Blissful, Trusting, Obsessed, Tempting, Jolly, Elated, Sugar Crush and Burr. The Sugar Crush is more green and the Burr is more of a blue tone. But I'm going to use the Elated. I'm just going to try it on here first, which you won't be able to see, but it's not too bad. I'll just try the Jolly next to it. They're very similar. I think you can see that, but I think I'll stick with the Elated. Just clean that now. And I'm shocking with highlights because I'm scared of overdoing it. I don't want to look too sparkly or shiny, so that's enough. In fact, that's probably too much. The thing is, using a highlighter at my age, it tends to settle into the creases. So I've probably taken that a bit too close to the eyes. Don't know if you can see, but it's all practice, isn't it? Okay. Not going to use any more of that, so this is going to last me the rest of my life. As long as it doesn't go off. So, that was fun, trying that out. Now, I'm just going to apply some lipstick, and this is something that I use a lot. NYX or NYX butter lipstick. And it's just sort of a bit darker than the colour of your lips. And this is a little mini lipstick, but I can see why they call it butter lipstick, because it goes on like butter. It's not dry at all. And just before I pressed record, I applied some of this W7 lip balm. And I don't wear lip liner anymore unless I go to a wedding, because it tends to bleed into the lines. Which is why I don't tend to wear red a lot either, but I would love to. Now and then I do. I'll have to do a video where I wear a different colour lipstick because it's always the same or similar. So that's it. That is my casual day look, which is probably, shouldn't have put that on so much, but so I think I'm going to keep my hairband on, or headband, and leave it at that. This is not a hair wash day today, so normally when that happens I'll keep my hair back a bit. I blow dried my hair yesterday, so the following day doesn't look as nice. And I'm wearing a ring that I was gifted by a viewer. Irene, thank you. I'm loving that. And I wore your earrings yesterday. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this get ready with me video. Stay safe, stay well, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.